Another popular destination here in Savannah, Georgia is Wormsloe Historic Site. Upon entering, a huge arch dramatic gate and oak trees will surely impress you. When you search online, you will see a lot of tour guides that are available for you to tour on this site, ranging from $60 to $100+. But to save you some money, we suggest if you have your own vehicle, you drive here and do your own tour. Upon entering the gate, you will see on your right side a cottage. You need to purchase your ticket there.
How you doing? I'm sorry. 2 adults.
So here are the pricing. As you observe, it's so cheap. We just paid $20 for both of us. Compare if you go for a tour, which range from $60 to $100+. It's quite a long drive from entrance to the main park. Actually, some people will prefer to walk and experience the oak trees and the view. This historic site is also popular because of some movies that was filmed here. The 2010 movie of Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth, The Last Song, as well as the 1999 movie of John Travolta, The General's Daughter. Now, we just want to give you a heads up so that you will not get disappointed when you visit here. When you check online about sightseeing and tours on this site from various companies, it will be indicated as Wormsloe Plantation Tour and a picture of a plantation house. But no, you'll only see a ruins from 1700. The plantation home that you saw online is a private property and tours are not allowed there. The descendant of Noble Jones are still living there. As you parked, you will enter first at their gift shop where you can get your map. Also, this place is a museum where you can find and see the artifacts. Also, a quick film showing on how Georgia's colonial founder, Noble Jones, built his fortified house by Tabby. Demonstration interpreting colonial daily life.
Lucky long rifle. It's got a wood stock all the way to the end.
Okay.
That's cool.
Here's the family line.
In this theater, you will know how Jones started his life here in Georgia from England and how Wormsloe started. Jones was a humble carpenter who arrived in Georgia in 1733 with James Oglethorpe and the first group of settlers from England. Surviving hunger, plague, and warfare in the rugged environment of Georgia, Jones went on to serve the colony as a doctor, constable, Indian agent, royal counselor, and surveyor, laying out the towns of Augusta and New Ebenezer. He also commanded a company of Marines charged with defending the Georgia coast from the Spanish. After film viewing, we headed now to the Tabby ruins, or the first home of Mr. Jones. The trail is really easy to walk and is really accessible, especially if you are in a walker. Wormsloe's Tabby ruin is the oldest standing structure in Savannah. The name Wormsloe came from Jones Township in England. Wormsloe 100 in Herefordshire. British residents of the town have even visited Wormsloe Historic Site.
Looks like for a fort.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Because you see right here, this little hole.
Yeah.
They could open it up and you could stand in there and shoot. And it was actually enclosed. That way, if they threw fire or something in there, it wouldn't spread to the whole building.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was, to defend it.
Smart though.
And see, they have their well inside, so they have water.
Yeah, that's the well. That's the well there.
But see, that's why it stuck out here. That way, they could defend this wall. Because see, if they made it flat all the way across, how are you going to shoot down that way?
Yeah. So this is chimney. So that's the chimney.
Looks like they made it out of oyster shells.
Yeah, it does. Look at that. Amazing, huh? Like a mussel.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Looks like they made it out of coral or something.
Yeah. Well, a long time ago, it's more on really like that, coral and shells. But this one, I see it as a mussels, because the elongated ones.
Yeah, because it is near the river, so I think you're right. Because oysters would have to be by the ocean. So
Yeah. Oyster is white. This one is long, so this is mussels. It's crazy. That's why it's preserved well.
They have this stuff that they'll stick themselves to. And
Yeah.
they can stick themselves to it, and it's hard. And then for centuries and centuries of mussels sticking themselves on top of dead ones,
Yeah.
I guess they turn. That's what I was wondering. I didn't know if they made that or they just kind of.
Yeah, it's so obvious that it's a mussels. I wonder how much mussels they used on this. But
That's what I'm thinking. I think those were already formed. I think they chiseled them out of somewhere. See, I think that's naturally made. They just cut them off like stones, like rocks, like you would cut marble.
well, a long time ago in this area, especially if they're first colonies here, for sure, there's a lot more resources way back then.
Oh yeah.
Because they can see it everywhere.
Like if you want to see something amazing when we go out Midwest, I'll try to find an old earth house. They would actually cut, because they had the grass plains out there, they would actually make houses out of bricks made of.
It is thick wall.
You gotta understand, for the Native Americans, that's impenetrable. I mean, what
Yeah.
are you gonna do shooting an arrow at that?
I know, right?
The only way you could beat that is if you threw fire over the wall and burned them.
Yeah. But still, it's so thick.
And I guess that was, well, I don't know.
Just impressive how they make stuffs like this long time ago.
Yeah. They put that on
I
there
guess
to save
no,
it.
that's a tar,
Yeah, I
so
think
that
they
it
put
doesn't
that on.
rubble,
Yeah.
crumbles more.
Because if it rains and water hits the top of that all the time, it's going to break it loose eventually.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's a tar, obviously.
Because that's the overlooking, was that in that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's the overlooking area.
So windy. Yeah, see, there's a river here. So for sure they get all their mussels here and whatever they need. Maybe that's
I
their
know they
source
would
of
make
food.
stuff out of these like leaves.
Yeah, because in Philippines this is anahaw, like our national
This grows in Alabama. And stuff
national
for it.
leaves.
Yeah.
So we use that also to,
Yeah, I see them at the huts and stuff with them.
yeah.
All right, that way is the grave site. Do you care to see that, or do you want to go?
Yeah, we
in there?
can. No, we can go.
Huh?
We can go.
That
Maybe.
was the one we looked at in Louisiana, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still see all the shells out there. All of them.
Yeah, for sure that's how they grab it. It is. It's so eerie looking.
Rain. Yeah, that's it.
Trail walking. Even if this is not what we wanted. We thought we're gonna be on a big mansion. It's a ruins instead, but it's still okay. It's still fun.
There's some red foxes, raccoons, deer, and bears.
Bears?
Yeah, big bears.
I want to pet the bear, baby.
No, you don't. Ain't no damn bear. I don't want to just go and get my gun. There's no fun or anything, so I know a lot of time wants to live in it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah, that'll be the bridge we got across.
That's pretty tree.
Salt marsh. These coastal wetlands are found along low energy shorelines different times of the year. Keep going. Do something more. It's a blacksmith section.
Oh, sorry.
See, it start a fire there with coals, right? You see that big thing there? That's called a billow. He'd hold that handle, he'd lift it up, and that thing would shoot air up under it,
Yeah.
and make that fire really, really hot to get the metal real hot so he could work with it.
Do you like their oven? Do you want it for your pizza?
I might have one by the swimming pool. Yeah, you just build a fire way in the back and then lay whatever it is you're baking right there in front.
What's in there, maybe?
It's just showing how they built the houses.
Can you go upstairs?
I wouldn't. Oh Lord. Baby, looking.
What is that?
Jones Family Plantation House. It's near the front. Oh, it says private property. We can't go there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jones died at the beginning of the American Revolution, and his tomb is also buried in the same area.
What a sad grave. He's alone.
No, that's the family grave.
All of them are there?
They might be
No,
in
just
urns cremated. I don't know, baby. It just on the thing it says the family grave.
well, it's just one. It's just his name, baby.
If you are a fan of plays and role playing,
Have like a
the site hosts several events throughout the year, including the Colonial Fair and Muster in February, which highlights aspects of 18th century life, such as music, dancing, crafts, and military drills, and the tools and skills that built a colony. Event over Labor Day weekend.
Then we will be part of the exhibit.
yeah.
The tour came, and then we are the
When the
latest.
Wormsloe settlers came, all they had were Rolexes and
They are
the
the
Callaway.
they are the Adam and Eve way back then. Okay, so what is this supposed to be in
That's
this?
supposed to be the living history.
Living history.
Maybe
What?
they have shows on the week.
It really started to rain, so we are trying to hurry to get back to our car before we get
All I
soaked.
see is a fence. If you want to look at it quick, go. That looks like a garden, fenced-in garden.
Oh, like a number 2.
You want a picture?
No. Alright, that's it, guys, for the trail. Actually, we're kind of disappointed because we are expecting a real house, because we love plantation houses. We like old houses, but it didn't indicate in the site that it's a ruins only. So basically, if you like trail, ruins, or just to kill time in Savannah, go to this place. However, if you want like really to see something, this is not okay. If you like trail, this is for you. With us, we like old houses. We were expecting to go inside the house, and unfortunately the house is not there anymore. It's just ruins. So anyhow, for the price, probably that's why it's $10, because of that. However, as we suggest, just drive here and do your own tour, because it's just $10 rather than go for a tour guide with group that you pay, that you see online, that is commercialized at $65, which is, for me, it's not worth it. Okay, just a suggestion. But also, guys, don't get confused that in the commercial, because they show up a different house, kind of like it's like a wooden house or what? It's like a plantation.
It's like a mansion.
Like a mansion.
That's what I'm trying to say. The ruins was the first house he built when he first started out.
Yeah, and he called it also plantation. Yeah.
If you look up here, it says Jones Family Plantation House. Restricted. It says no trespassing, private property. So the actual main house that they put on the advertisement, you can't go to, because you see this black line, it's fenced off.
Yeah.
When you go here, you're looking at the house that he built when he first got
Like
here, when he first started.
Yeah.
Yeah, and basically you're looking at 4 walls with a hole in the ground for the well and a chimney. This is the graveyard, which is just one grave. And then you got a colonial living area, which is basically a small hut and a little blacksmith area. But the main house that they put for the advertisement up here, the big plantation home, you cannot go to. It's no trespassing. It's still private property. They still own it. So all you're going to see is the old ruins of the place where, when he first got here.
Yeah.
Just like everybody else, at the beginning of his business, he wasn't making that much money. But after he got his farm going and all that, he built the big plantation house. You don't get to see the big house.
Okay, well, now for the tour that you pay $65, I personally don't know if you will be able to get to the private plantation, but it didn't say anything. So well, anyway, you just guys search it. So for us, we just stayed away for the tour. And we just paid $10 and get to see little stuffs, I guess, in the area. Anyway, guys, so that's it.